Freddy DeMarco for Vox here at Kraft Music. Today we're going to take a look at the AV Series amps. For a great deal, check out the bundles at Kraft. The AV Series consists of three amplifiers, the 15, 30, and 60 watt amplifiers. The 15 watt is a one-channel amplifier, whereas the 30 and the 60 watt have two channels. These are all analog circuit amplifiers in regards to each amp model has its own individual analog circuits. So you have 8 different amp models. This is a great amp for somebody that wants basically a tube-driven amplifier but with digital features. The AV Series has a very unique design where the 30 and the 60 watt amps use two tubes, one in the preamp section, one in the power amp section. The 15 watt is the same type of design, but they use one tube, but it's a dual triode AX7, which means it uses both sides of the tube. So there's still part of the tube running the preamp and part of the tube running the power amp, so it's still done in an analog domain. The preamp tube can be manipulated in the fact that you have a selection of a fat switch and a bright switch to alter your tonality. Same with the power amp tube. The power amp tube could also be manipulated where I could actually change its bias so it could be a little tighter, modern, or a little looser, vintage, and I can also change the reactor. The reactor works with the power amp damping and making it tighter or looser. All three AV amplifiers can run 3 effects at once, a reverb, a modulation, and a delay. The 30 and the 15 have a loop, so you could add in your own effects through the effects loop, but being an analog style amplifier, they front end great. This means running drive pedals and compressor pedals and wahs through the front end. Another really cool digital feature that they put in on this analog style amp would be an auxiliary input for jam tracks and a headphones out for some silent recording. The 15 and 30 having 2 channels is really cool because you could put the foot switch in there and access between 2 channels. For example, I could have a clean amp model chosen for channel A and a dirty amp model chosen for channel B. The AV Series also features a power level out, so I could crank my channel volume and get the magical interaction of the analog circuitry, but then lower the overall volume with this power level. It's post-master, so it won't affect the reaction and the feel of your playing. The 15 and the 30 watt have an external speaker out. This means that when you hook up an extension cabinet to the external speaker out, it will disconnect the speaker inside the combo. So that's the AV Series amplifiers. Great for a player that wants an analog experience to front-end pedals, the analog tone and feel, but with some great digital features. Hey, Freddy DeMarco here. Thanks for joining me at Kraft Music.
you.